Hello. Just a minute till we start the lecture. Okay, so I think it's ready. So let's start our today's lecture. So today we are going to take actually mutation part 2. Okay, we have seen some of the introduction part about this mutation in the earlier lecture, and along with these some info about the spontaneous mutation, induced mutation, and adaptive mutation. Okay, so in this lecture, before starting with this lecture, I'm going to show you some of the previous year question. Okay, instead of calling it all of, so these are the some of the previous year questions of these on these point, that is the mutations and the mutagenesis. Okay, so these are almost all the questions which were asked in last 43 years of CSE and IFS questions. Okay, 23 years of CSE and almost 20 years of IFS questions. Okay. So mostly these questions were asking like these, what is the mutagen, what is carcinogen, then what is the pseudogen, then oncogen. Okay, almost question for 20 marks. Okay, but you can see the one of the question which is repeated for the many times, that is the difference in between the point mutation, missense mutation. Okay, it is again asked here also in the IFS, point mutation, missense mutation, nonsense mutations. Okay, and the note is almost of 10 marks. Okay, so you will have to have an content on all these missense mutation, nonsense mutation, point mutations or non-point mutation for at least 5 marks. आपके पास एक पेज का तो content होना चाहिए, right? So whatever all of these differences are there, na, okay, at the end I will give you this in the differences format only. मैं 2 पेज का आपको इसके answers ही बना के दूंगा, ठीक है? I will give you the these exact answers of these questions. Okay, the differentiation questions, right? Then the question write the theories of the cancer development. Then what is the mutagenesis? Okay, the impact of gene mutation on human health. And what is the mutation? Then we will have to give the types, causes, and applications of those mutations, right? So this lecture is specifically focusing on the types of mutation there are and the classification of the mutation, because it is given in a very detailed way. Okay, क्योंकि ये जो classification वाला जो part है, it is given in a very detailed way in one of this book. Okay, जो reference book हम refer करते हैं, I will also tell you the name of the reference book which I am referring. Okay, so that you can later on refer that book. Okay, the book is, okay, it is the Encyclopedia of Genetics, Volume 3. Okay, and this Pearson's book, okay, Concepts of Genetics. Okay, both of these books from which the content of this lecture has been taken. Okay, ये जो lecture का जो content है ना, वो उसी में से लिया हुआ है. Okay, दोनों आज के lecture का, ठीक है? And also the content of the yesterday's lecture also. So let's see what it is. Now these are all the questions: role of mutations, okay, the variations in the evolution, what is the radiation and chemical mutagenesis. Okay, so we have seen in this last lecture the chemical or radiations kya kya hai. Okay, then as I have said, I will give you the exact this differentiation answer ही दूंगा मैं आपको बना के. Okay, in this 1 or 2 lectures. Okay, in the form of PDF. Okay, then what is the frame shift mutations? Okay, then about the cause of mutations. Okay, chemical and radiation mutagenesis. Okay, the part which we have seen in last lecture. Okay, so let's start with this today with the general introduction of mutation. The earlier 2 to 4 slides I have already completed, so I'm not going to explain that in detail. Okay, so what is the mutation? It is just the alteration of DNA sequences. Okay, base pair changes in a part of DNA. Okay, or you can call it as an there is a change in the protein coding region is there. Okay, and these mutations, which were the changes in the DNA, they make or may not cause a detectable change. That means what? Okay, suppose this is the XY gene is there, or this is one chromosome is there, and this is another chromosome. Okay, so if there is a mutation on, there are alleles are there. Okay, one on this chromosome and another one on this chromosome for a same phenotype or for a same characteristic, right? So maybe this gene which is on this chromosome may have got mutated. Okay, but it is a recessive. Okay, and if that allele is having another dominant gene on the another chromosome, then this mutant form of this this gene or DNA will not show any effect. That is why it is said that whatever these mutations are there, they may or may not show effect. The reason is they will not show effect is what? Is the dominant gene which is there will show its effect over this recessive mutation. अगर ये जो change हुआ है, whatever the mutation is there, if it is a recessive, then another dominant change or dominant gene will just overcome the effect of this mutation. So that's why the effect may be this detectable or may not be detectable. Okay. Next is what's, as we have seen, spontaneous mutation and induced mutation. Okay, yesterday we have seen this. Okay, these are occurring naturally. Okay, there is no specific agents are associated with this. Okay, these are kind of random. Induced mutations are induced by some, right, the X-rays or the UV rays. Right? Then there were the adaptive mutations were there. Okay, so maybe this direct nature of the gene mutation to adapt a particular environmental pressure. For that adaptation, maybe these mutations have been developed. Okay. So we have seen this introductory part, okay, earlier. So right now, what we are going to see is the detailed classification of the mutation. Okay, and trust me, whatever these two books which I have just told you in the start of this lecture, okay, I have taken this content from these two, and one of the best books for this referring these mutations point. Okay, the content of tomorrow's lecture, that is on the spontaneous mutation, detailed explanation of the spontaneous mutation, detailed explanation of induced mutation, all that is taken from that only. बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से वहां पर दिया हुआ, ठीक है. But in this book only they have given this classification of the mutations according to different types. Okay, so they have given this classification based on the location of the mutation. Okay, and UPSC may ask only the question on these types of or the classification of the mutations also for 5 marks or 10 marks along with some other question. Okay, so classification, which are these classifications are there? The classification which is based on the mutation of location, location of mutation. Then the classification which is based on the type of molecular changes which will occur. Okay. Then the mutation which is based on the phenotypic effects of that mutation. Okay. So these are under these there are different mutations are, okay, different subtypes are there. Right? So we are going to see that in detail. So this is like kind of a perfect notes on this classification and mutation. Okay, whenever we have already seen that types of mutation is already asked for about 5 marks. Okay, so along with the other question types, causes. Okay, so see this question I'm talking about. This describe the types, causes, and application of the mutation. This is a question of 20 marks. So you are having 4 pages to write. So out of this, one of the high weightage will be there to this types of mutation. इसमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा weightage किसको होगा? Types of mutation होगा. Then the weightage will be to this application, and then the weightage will be to causes. Okay, of that 20 marks, right? So we should have at least 1 or 2 pages of the content on these types of mutation. Okay, so that is what we have here. Okay, and all the content of that book is here. It is just made a kind of a simplistic or simplify. It is given in a bullet point form. Okay, आपको bullet point form में दिया है, so that you can read this and you can write it. Okay, see, many of the students also called me, sir, that these whatever your notes are there, they are also very precise. So they are having a very, suppose we are having 2 pages. If you want 2 pages answer, then you have given that only, so it will be easy for our writing our answers. Okay, some of the students who have referred my detailed notes which are there on this fluid mosaic model. Okay, they say, sir, your notes sometimes looks kind of lengthy. Okay, how we should write the fluid mosaic model in 2 pages, whether you have given it more than 10 to 12 pages. Okay, so what is the summation of all of these comments is that, see, in the UPSC, so you may be asked a question on the same point for 20 marker also, and you may be asked the question on the same point for 5 marks also. Okay, whenever it will be for 5 marks, it will be asked one or along with some other question. Okay, because 5 marks the question नहीं होता हमें पता है. So you should prepare yourself to write the answers on that point for 20 marks also and 5 marks also, right? So almost most of the point, 99 or 95% of points which I have given you in your notes, na, even if they are, suppose I don't have a lot of content on that, so at least I have given you one A4 pages to you. Okay, मैंने कम से कम आपको one A4 पेज तो दिया है उसका, कम से कम, ठीक है. So that will be always be greater than 2 pages. Okay, यूपीएससी के 2 पेजेस के ऊपर ही होगा वो A4, 1 A4 पेजेस. Okay, always. बहुत सारे लोगों को 2-3 पेजेस भी भर जाएगा उसमें, ठीक है. So what is the case here? And whenever it is required, now I have given you more than 12 pages also notes. Okay, and many times this question which is on which the notes I have given are almost more than 12 pages. Okay, A4 pages के 12 पेज है, उस पे भी 10 मार्क्स के लिए क्वेश्चन आ गया. Okay, then the students think sir यूपीएससी के आंसर शीट में तो ये 20 पेजेस का आंसर हो जाएगा आपका 12 पेजेस का. How we should write that in 2 pages for 10 marks? Okay, see the logic behind this is what? UPSC may ask you question in any pattern, like for 5 marks, for 20 marks, right? And you will only be able to write those questions in those pages if you have sufficient understanding and sufficient depth of that concept. Okay. Once you have 12 pages of knowledge in your brain, अगर आपके दिमाग में 12 pages का knowledge है on that point, okay. If it is very simplistic to you, if it is simplified to you, okay, along with the additional diagrams, then you will be able to concise that within 1 page also. अगर आपको अच्छी तरह से वो समझ में आ गया ना, आप एक पेज में भी उसको समराइज कर सकोगे. And even if you have been asked to write it for 4 pages, then you can easily write it. Okay. So whatever my notes are, then I have not thought looking at the pages in which UPSC will ask. Okay, UPSC के pages देख के मैंने notes नहीं बनाए. Okay, there are 2 factors only. First factor is that availability of resources. अगर मुझे standard reference, अच्छी reference मिले, then only I include that in notes. Okay, so many times on many important questions also. Okay, I will not say many. Okay, but yes, throughout all of these, almost 9th chapter is there. Okay, so for till this 9th chapter there are many questions. ठीक है, हर एक chapter का 5-6 question तो है ही. ठीक है, on which I was not able to deliver the sufficient amount of this content. Okay, ऐसे भी questions है. Okay, don't worry, I will also supplement that also. But the additional ये जो searching है उन points के लिए, it is taking much time, so that's why I have just moved ahead. Okay, and I will add those also when I will complete all of these remaining chapters. Right. So many times I have given lesser content also, right? So that is just depend on what availability of resources. अगर this reference books में ही उसके ऊपर कम content है, so you will have less content. Okay, and another point is that whatever this concise format is there. Okay, हमारे notes का क्या है? Okay, we never give the notes in the form of essays. Okay, essays के form में हम कभी भी notes नहीं देंगे. We give just at a short concise explanation of that. Okay, short में concise में जो कुछ भी explanation उसका possible हो सकता है. Okay, that concise and shortest explanation I have given in this notes. Okay, that is the only 2 things which I have followed. Okay, and there is always a consideration in my mind is there कि आपको ये जो पढ़ने के बाद after reading all of this you should understand also. Okay, this is also not the case that I have just given you the bullet points. Okay, and you won't be able to understand what is the relevance of these bullet points to these main points. Okay, this is also not the case. I have taken sufficient care so that you will understand each of those points, right? So even if you are referring my notes now, you will find whatever the sufficient knowledge is required for that answer, which is presently present in all the reference books. Okay. So now with this, let's start with this classification of the mutations. That is the first, based on the location of the mutation. Okay. Location के ऊपर ये classification. Okay. Where these mutations are. Okay. So the first is directly somatic mutations. The name itself suggests, gives some idea about it, that they occurs in any cell in the body except the germ cells. Okay. Germ cells में नहीं होगा ये mutation, it will occur in the other cells apart from the germ cells. Right? So these mutations in the somatic cells are there. Now they does not transmit it to the next generations. Okay? Because most of their expressions are what likely to be masked by the other normal type of DNA or wild type of allele. Okay. Somatic cells में mutations भी हो गए. Okay. they are not going to be shown. Okay, the reason is they are going to be masked by the other wild type or जो normal type या फिर mostly occurring जो genes होंगे. Okay, these wild type alleles will just overcome the expression of these recessive somatic mutations. Okay. So this is the case with the somatic mutations. Okay, and they will show only effect when they themselves are dominant. अगर वो dominant है, and if present in the males and are X-linked. Okay, see, as we know, in the male XY genes are there, right? Yeah, genotype is there. So if these genes are present on the X, then also these somatic mutations will show their expression. Okay, or if they are present in the females, but these somatic mutations are whatever these other cells will be there on which these somatic mutations are there. Now, if they are present in these somatic cells, but they are dominant, वो recessive नहीं है. Now the gene which is present on this any of the chromosome is supposed dominant. Okay, then also these somatic mutations will show itself. Earlier, what we have said that this whatever the other form, dominant wild type जो है allele का of that gene, it is masking that somatic mutation. Okay, but that somatic mutation itself is dominant. अगर वो खुद ही dominant है, then also that mutation will show some effect. Okay, so this is the somatic mutations. Okay, you will find all of these mutations given in a very simplified. Okay, तो आपको types of classification में तो कोई भी difficulty नहीं जाएगा. Right. Next is what germline mutations. Okay, germline mutation means क्या है? Occurs in the gametes. Okay, gametes में जो occur होता है. ठीक है. Next is why these mutations are transmitted to the offspring as part of the germline. Obviously, germline से है, so from where there only these all our these gametes are going to be formed. So that's why these germline mutations are going to be transmitted to the offspring. Okay, offspring को भी ये transmit हो जाएंगे. Right. Third type in this location of the mutation is what? Autosomal mutation. Okay. Now earlier we have seen these genes which are present on the sex chromosome. Right now these genes which are present on the other, these autosomes, these genes are these mutations are called as what? Autosomal mutation. The fourth type is the X-linked mutation. These genes, the mutations which are linked to the X chromosome or which are located on the X chromosome. Okay. So this impact of these X-linked somatic mutation is noticeable when in the early age. Okay, early age में क्यों? Why in the early age the impact of this X-linked somatic mutations is this noticeable? The reason is at that time there are less number of cells are there. Okay, and the effect of these somatic mutations will not be overcome by the other types of or by the number of cells which are present in the early age. Okay, but the effect of these mutations, dominant mutations in adult mask हो जाता है. In adult it is masked. The reason is why in the adult stage there will be thousands or lakhs of other non-mutant wild type cells will be present. Okay, यहाँ पे जो mutations है ना, here in the early age the whatever the number of mutant cells are there. Okay, in respect of those mutant cells, the other cells will be what? Obviously there will be larger, but there will be not that number of large that they will just mask the effect of this mutant cell. इतने भी ज्यादा नहीं होंगे ये cells normal. Okay, but what will be the case in this adult? Okay, in the adult this other normal type of cells will surpass this mutant number of cells by lot of time. Okay, multiple number of time, many times से ये overcome करेंगे इस mutant से. So that ultimate what will happen? These wild type cells or normal type of cell will just overcome the effect of this mutant cell. So that's why it is said that ये जो X-linked somatic mutations जो है, whatever the X-linked somatic mutations are there, their effect is noticeable in early age. Early age में ज्यादा उनका effect notice होता है. So then what is the recessive mutant allele? Okay, recessive mutant allele क्या है? Let's see. Okay, I will also look for once. Okay, towards our online this lecture. Okay, online lecture, because I'm not looking at any of these YouTube comments, right? Because right now I'm live on Zoom only. Okay. So let's see next. it can now this whatever the recessive mutant allele is there, no? It can't these receive or detect a phenotype in a heterozygous or hemizygous state in haploinsufficiency. Okay. We used to say that the recessive mutant allele is there, na? It's not it usually is not going to show any effect. ये हम बोलते हैं, right? But the thing is that there is one scenario where this effect can be shown. यहाँ पर एक ऐसा scenario where this effect can be shown, and which is the haploinsufficiency. Okay. Now those who have not read earlier part, they will not understand what is the hemizygous or what is the heterozygous condition. So for that you will need to refer our earlier notes. Okay, आपको earlier हमारे जो lectures हैं वो refer करने पड़ेंगे, ठीक है? So the haploinsufficiency क्या है? In which the effect of this recessive mutant allele is going to show effect is what? Whatever the wild type allele is there, na? Current wild type allele is there. Okay, there will be a, suppose these are the chromosomes. One is the mutant, another is the current wild type means what? Normal. Okay, or most abundantly occurring allele is there. Okay. If that allele is there, na, which is normal, is not able to synthesize sufficient levels of the normal gene, अगर ये sufficient levels of normal gene synthesize नहीं कर पा रहा है, then it is fails to carry out the normal function. तो ये normal function carry out करने में fail हो जाता है. At that time, then this recessive mutant allele is there, ना, that recessive mutant allele can show it. At that time, ये जो recessive mutant allele है, वो effect show कर सकता है. ठीक है. Next is what? Now this is the first classification of these, that is depend on the location of the mutation. Okay, somatic mutation. Okay, this wild type mutation. Okay, present in the this more noticeable in the this child. Okay, then the somatic mutation. Okay, show their effect in the these if they are dominant. Okay, next is the germline mutations. Okay, which are occurs in the gametes. Autosomal mutations occurring in the autosomes. Okay, X-linked mutation. Sorry, earlier part. This is going to be shown in the child age. On the adult में क्या होगा? These X-linked mutations will get overcome by the other type of wild type cells. Okay, and this is the recessive mutant allele. The case where the recessive mutant allele can show its effect is the haploinsufficiency. Now, what is the haploinsufficiency? The haploinsufficiency is nothing but the case where the wild type allele will fail to perform any function. At that time, these will show its effect. Okay. Now let's see the next part, that is the classification, which is based on the type of molecular change. किस प्रकार का molecular change हुआ है और what type of molecular change have been occurred. On that type there are these types are there. Okay, how many types are there? 2 types. Okay, point mutations or the base substitution. Next is the frame shift mutation. Now what is the case in this point mutation or base substitution is that a change of one base pair to another. Now this is again classified in the further part, that the missense mutation, nonsense mutation, silent mutation. What is the case in the case of missense mutation is there, the whatever the point mutation which have just occurred, it will give a triplet codon which is just for another amino acid. Okay. That ultimately means for another protein. Okay, because protein is going to be formed from a amino acid. Right. So the miss ho gaya means what? There is another amino acid is there. Okay, not the earlier one. What is the nonsense mutation is that if that point mutation is resulting in just the stopping of that translation or the termination of that translation, that will be called as nonsense mutation. Okay. And the silent mutation is what? The name itself suggests the meaning of it. If the point mutation does not change the coded amino acid. Okay. Earlier it was again coded for phenylalanine. Right now also it is just being coded for phenylalanine only. Earlier it was coded for histidine. Right now also it is just coded for the histidine only. Okay. So if that is the case, agar mutation का कोई effect ही नहीं हो रहा, and because of what this can occur? This can occur because of the Wobble hypothesis or the degeneracy of the genetic code, which we have already seen. Because of that, this silent mutation can occur. So these are the type of point mutation which we can. Okay. So in this there is a transition and transversion. These terms are there. What is the transition? This term is what? अगर pyrimidine replace कर रहा है another pyrimidine को, राइट, एडेनिन, guanine, cytosine, thymine. तो ये है हमारे प्यूरिन का pyrimidine. Okay, if the pyrimidine is replacing another pyrimidine or a purine is replacing another purine, then this is transition. Okay, but if there is an another opposite case, okay, opposite case में क्या हो रहा है, if that is the transversion. Okay, transversion में क्या हो रहा है, if a pyrimidine is replacing a purine or vice versa, a purine is referring a pyrimidine. Okay, अगर ये दोनों एक दूसरे को रेफर कर रहे हैं, then this is the transversion. Okay, वो क्या है, ट्रांसवर्जन है. Okay, next is what? Now this is the earlier first step, that is the point mutation. Okay, अभी क्या है, frame shift mutation. Okay, frame shift mutations में क्या है, let's see. Just a minute. So the frame shift mutation, what is happening here? Insertion or the deletion of one or more. See, I'm not going to, although this is just a part of these types of mutation, but some part of this we have already seen in the earlier part of this genetics. So that's why I'm not giving much this time to here. Okay, इसलिए मैंने initially see the start because some introductory point of these I have already given. Okay, so earlier lectures, right? So this is just the this transition. Okay, ये जो purines है. Okay, ये जो pyrimidines है. Okay, we have already seen this forming the double or triple bond. Okay, so if this is referring, this is replacing this, then it's transversion. If guanine replacing adenine, this is, and then this is what, transition. Okay, that is what we have already seen. Okay, now the frame shift mutation. Okay, this is what, there is a shifting of reading frame. Earlier I have just told you what is this meaning of this this frame is there. Okay, तो ये वही part repeat करके we are not going to give just the repetition part. Okay, we'll just move on to directly point. Okay, so what is happening here, the loss or addition of a single nucleotide in this, okay, will cause what, a subsequent triplets to be changed. Entire triplet ही change होता है. That means what, suppose adenine, guanine, cytosine. Okay, adenine, cytosine, adenine. Okay, suppose this is the triplet codons. Okay, AGC and ACA. Okay, consider code. If you are going to add a nucleotide in between these, then what is going to be occur? Triplet codon कैसे change होते हैं? Let's see, AGC. Then suppose you have added here thymine. Okay, then it will be ACE. Right now the triplet codon will be the AGC, then it will not be ACA, it will be TAC. Okay, it will be something different. Okay, so that is what it has just done. It has just shifted the all the, इसके बाद जो कुछ भी ट्रिपलेट कोडन आ गया ना, उसका पूरा रीडिंग ही चेंज हो गया. Okay, they have changed entirely. Okay, earlier it was ACA, now because of the insertion of one nucleotide here, this ACA is no longer there. Now it is TAC. Okay, so this whatever the next codon, triplet codon will be there, that will be entirely different. Okay, so you are shifting the frame, so you are changing the amino acids which will be coded by it. Okay, so that is what will happen here, right? But this will only happen if you add or delete a nucleotide like 1 or 2. If you just add or delete a nucleotide which is in the multiple of 3, that is the 3, 6, 9. अगर इतने nucleotides आपने add किए, if you have added this number of nucleotides or deleted this number of nucleotides, then ultimately इतना ज़्यादा effect नहीं होगा. Ultimately there will not be much effect. Why? Because see, even if here suppose AGC and ACA, if in the between this you have added CAC, okay, then ultimately this ACA will remain as such ACA because CAC will come in between these. Okay, so only one triplet codon will be there, so maybe one amino acid will be there, extra amino acid will be there. Whatever the rest of the amino acid chain will be there, that will be the same. Earlier की जो amino acid की change होगी या फिर protein की change होगी, वो तो वैसे के वैसे ही रहेंगे, right? But the thing is that whatever this addition of the this extra nucleotide will be there, it can in such a way that, okay, let's see. Suppose these were the earlier nucleotides. Okay. Now what has been the case is that you have added uracil here. अगर आपने यहाँ पर uracil add किया, then what will be, it will become A U, then the rest of this chain will be the same, G A C G A. But when this UGA will form, or in such case when UAA will form or UAG will form, these UAG, UAA or UGA are the what termination codon. Then what will happen in such a scenario? Because of this termination codon, this entire protein synthesis will just completely stop. Entire protein synthesis वही के वही stop हो जाएगी. Because that is going to be occur. So these results can also be severe, because if these mutations result in the formation of this termination codon, then ultimately entire protein synthesis क्या हो जाएगा? Stop हो जाएगा. Okay. Next is what? The next part is, okay. So we have seen this this classification, which is based on the type of molecular change, that is the point mutation or this frame shift. Now we are going to change this classification of this mutation, which is based on the phenotypic effects. उसके ऊपर कौन सा classification? So let's see. This classification is, first type is the loss of function or the null mutations or gene knockouts. ठीक है, इतने सारे classification. Let's see what it is. These ultimately going to be eliminate the function of the gene product. ये क्या करेंगे? Gene function का gene product ही eliminate करेंगे. Okay. किसका? Function उसका gene product का. ठीक है. Whatever the earlier gene product का function था, that will be eliminated by this type of mutation. Okay. So any type of this mutation, okay, which can be point mutation also, okay, or which is just deleting entire gene also, okay, that can also cause this loss of function. वो भी क्या कर सकती है? Loss of function cause कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, वो point mutation भी हो सकता है, और it can be mutation of more than point mutation also. एक gene, एक DNA का भी हो सकता है, एक nucleotide का भी हो सकता है, and if it can be more than that also. ठीक है, so it may be an dominant और इट कैन बी रेसेसिव. वो क्या हो सकता है? एक तो डोमिनेंट हो सकता है या फिर रेसेसिव भी हो सकता है. ये जो whatever the mutation we are talking about, that is the loss of function mutation or the null mutation or the gene knockout जो है वो. ठीक है, so the dominant loss of function mutation जो होगा, whatever the dominant loss of mutation function is there, okay, it may be formed from the presence of what? Defective protein product. ये क्यों हुआ होगा? इसमें कोई तो भी एक डिफेक्टिव प्रोटीन प्रोडक्ट है. ओके, नाउ दैट डिफेक्टिव प्रोटीन प्रोडक्ट इज बाइंडिंग और इनहिबिटिंग द एक्शन ऑफ द नॉर्मल जीन प्रोडक्ट. जो नॉर्मल जीन प्रोडक्ट है, ओके, द एक्टिविटी ऑफ दैट नॉर्मल जीन प्रोडक्ट इज गेटिंग अफेक्टेड बाय अ डिफेक्टिव प्रोटीन. ओके, बोथ ऑफ दिस विल बी प्रेजेंट इन द सेम ऑर्गेनेल. ऐसे केसेस में क्या होगा? दिस द रीजन बिहाइंड दिस इज व्हाट? डोमिनेंट लॉस ऑफ फंक्शन म्यूटेशन. ये किसका एग्जांपल है? डोमिनेंट लॉस ऑफ म्यूटेशन. ओके, व्हाट हैपन इन दिस? Normal gene products are inhibited by the other defective or mutated proteins. Okay. Now gain of function, what is mutation is what? Okay. So here a gene product is formed. Okay. And now that the newly formed that gene product is having what? A new function. उसमें क्या है? एक new function आएगा with that gene product. Okay. And because of the change in the amino acid sequence of the protein, okay, it will give a new function to this gene. Okay. And that change in the genetic sequence or that change in the nucleotides may be because of a mutation. Okay, वो भी mutation में हो सकता है. Okay, but that mutation in where? In a regulatory region of the gene. Okay, see, whatever the entire regulatory region of that gene is there. Okay, if there are some mutation in that regulatory region only, अगर उस regulatory region में ही कुछ changes है, so obviously अगर regulator ही अगर खराब हो गया, then there will be this gain of function, कुछ additional function may be performed by that regulator. Okay, so most of these, whatever these regulatory region gene mutations are there, these are what? These are the dominant genes are there. Okay. So that's why as these are dominant, so that's why there will be a gain of function. कुछ additional function आ जाएगा. There will be an addition of function to that area will be there because of the additional mutation which have just occurred. So this is ये तो है first, that is the loss of function mutation or the null mutation. Next is the visible mutation. Okay, visible mutations में क्या है? The name itself suggests that this is the most easily observed mutation which is going to affect the morphology. Right. Phenotypically you can observe it easily. Okay. It can alter normal and wild type of phenotype. ये normal phenotype भी alter कर सकती है. ठीक है. And examples क्या थे? All the Mendel's P characters जो थे, which were able to observe externally. Okay, after his experiment, they were what? All these visible mutation. Okay, visible mutation thing. Okay, whenever these Bendels used to cross these two plants, okay, there will be or mutate any of these genes. So whatever these additional characters we used to see, these were these examples of these visible mutations. Okay. Now the third type of mutation in this is the nutritional mutation. यहाँ पर third type क्या है? Nutritional mutation. Okay. Now this is going to exhibit what? A nutritional or biochemical effects. Okay. So you can also have a biochemical mutations also. Okay. So the nutritional mutations का example क्या है? The bacteria or the fungi. Okay. If they just, it is going to be cause a loss of their ability to synthesize a particular amino acid or vitamin. Okay, because of this nutritional mutation. Okay. If any kind of nutritional mutation is occurring in this bacteria and fungi, they may just lose the ability to synthesize a particular amino acid, okay, or particular vitamin. So ultimately, what it will result, it will just result in the it may just result in the death of those organisms. Okay, there can be these biochemical mutations also. Okay, biochemical other which whatever these biochemical functions are there, or the gene which are controlling biochemical functions, if their mutation is there in those regions, okay, then also these kind of biochemical mutations will ultimately will affect what then all the physiology of that body. Okay, that the diseases, that is the sickle cell anemia or the hemophilia. Okay. Biochemistry के ऊपर ही तो ultimately ये depend है. So these are also the type of biochemical mutations. Okay. Next is this behavioral mutation. ये क्या है? Next behavioral mutation. Okay. Then these types of mutation which are there in a particular area of the genes, now they ultimately affect the patterns of that organism. Okay. जो behavioral pattern जो है उसको affect कर. Okay. Like the mating behavior in what? In fruit fly. Okay. If the gene is in that particular area, then it is going to affect the behavioral pattern of that fruit fly. Okay, and that may be impaired because of what? It cannot just beat its wing. Okay, agar this fruit fly, if this fruit fly is not able to beat its wing properly, then there may be this mating behavior of that fruit fly may get affected. Okay, now the reason behind this fruit fly's inability to beat its wing correctly, maybe the mutation in the flight muscles, or maybe the mutations into the nerves which are leading to this flight muscles, or maybe the mutation in the genes which are there in this brain of that fly. Okay, so such mutations which are in these different regions may cause these kind of behavioral mutations. Okay, the example is the fruit fly. Next is the regulatory mutation. क्या है? Regulatory mutations are what? Which are going to affect the regulatory genes of that organism or the cell. Okay. They are going to ultimately produce the product which will control the what? Transcription of the genes. Okay. Regulatory है, that means how this regulation is there by this controlling this transcription ultimately, right? So if there are certain mutations in these, so ultimately this transcription of the genes will also get affected, right? So mutation in this regulatory gene is ultimately going to discover what? Ultimately normal regulatory process, normal transcription. Okay, and this may permanently activate or inactivate also a particular gene, because we never know what could be the effect of that, whether it will be the activating effect, whether it will be inhibitory effect, or whether it will be stimulatory effect on a particular gene. हमें ये तो नहीं पता होगा. Okay, because different genes can perform in a different way. Okay, so there is no fixed code is there, right? So this whatever the mutations means in these particular regulatory region is that they may permanently activate also and permanently inactivate also a particular gene. That is the regulatory mutation. Okay. Next is what? The lethal mutations. Next क्या है? The lethal mutation. Okay. What are the lethal mutations are there? So the name itself suggests that these are what? Toxic. Okay, they will ultimately result in the death. Okay, so these mutations which are interrupting the life essential processes. Okay, so what is the example of this? There are some there is these mutations in the bacterium is there. Okay, and if they just mutations have been occurred in those and they just lost the ability to synthesize particular amino acid, then also that mutation becomes what? A lethal. ये म्यूटेशन भी क्या बनता है, अ लीथल टाइप ऑफ म्यूटेशन बनता है. सो दिस इज द सेवंथ टाइप. ओके, so the eighth type is the conditional mutations. Eighth type क्या है? This is the eighth type under what? Eighth type of mutations under this classification, which is based on the phenotypic effects. Okay. Conditional mutations क्या है देखते हैं. Okay. So the expression of mutation in this will depend on the environment. जिस environment में ये देखते हैं ना, उसके ऊपर इनका expression depend रहेगा, right? Maybe these mutations will not show any effect, but if they are just subjected to a particular environment, then they may show its effect. Okay, so these mutations can be treated only under particular certain conditions. कुछ particular conditions में ही ये effect दिखेंगे. Okay, in other condition, in other normal conditions, they may not even be recognized throughout the lifespan. Okay, अगर पूरे lifespan में ऐसे environment आया ही नहीं, okay, particular condition आई ही नहीं, okay, if there is no particular condition have been arised, okay, in that entire lifespan of that organism, then maybe these mutations will not show its effect. Okay, now the example is the temperature sensitive mutations. Okay. So these genes which are losing function at a particular restrictive temperature. See, as we are saying that these genes which are there, okay, they will regularly show its effect at a normal temperature or a permissive temperature. Okay. Maybe suppose like 30, 40, 50 degrees Celsius, up to the 30, 40, 50 degrees Celsius, these genes will perform not. Okay. They will show its effect. But after that, there will be a certain type of mutations will be there in those genes, because of which the whatever this DNA will be there, nucleotides will be there, they may undergo a certain kind of mutation or certain kind of change. Because of that, what may happen? These genes which are functionally active earlier now are not functionally active at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. Something may have been occurred at that temperature, because of which what has happened? These genes are no longer functioning. Okay. Now the reason behind that may be the mutation which has occurred at the restrictive temperature. Maybe after the 75 or 60 degrees Celsius, there are certain mutations are there in that gene, because of which the entire gene has been just got deactivated or broke apart. Okay. Now there can also be effect of this higher temperature. Okay, so right now we are just focusing on the mutations, so that's why this is the example. Okay, there may be certain temperature at which there will be particular mutation. Okay. यहाँ पर कुछ कोई particular temperature होगा, maybe 50 degrees Celsius or 55 degrees Celsius, at which what may happen? उस temperature पे क्या हो सकता है? There will be a certain kind of mutation may occur, okay, in this nucleotide sequence. Okay, and that mutation will ultimately result in what? Just deactivation of all of the functions of this gene. Okay. पूरे function के जो पूरे gene के जो functions है, all these functions will just get what? Deactivated. Okay. So I don't know what has happened. Okay, just a minute. I will just check whether the stream is performing correct or not. Okay, it's good. So these were the 8 types. Okay, these are the 8 types of mutation which were under these phenotypic effects. Okay, the first one is the loss of function, null mutation of the gene knockout. Okay, so ultimately this function of the gene is getting lost. Okay, here this dominant loss of function may be there or gain of function may be. Okay, function loss bhi ho sakta hai aur gain bhi ho sakta hai. Okay. Then this is the visible mutations are the mutations which we can observe, okay, externally, like the phenotypically. Okay, the Mendel's P characters are there. Okay, then there are certain mutational mutation are there. Okay, these bacteria which will just lose the ability to synthesize a particular amino acid. Okay, then biochemical mutations are there. Okay, these will affect the biochemical functions. Okay, then there are certain behavioral mutations are also there, like the fruit flies mating behavior. Okay, if these genes get affected, then ultimately they may not able to perform their normal mating behavior. Okay, now this mutation may be in these muscles or this nervous system also. Okay. Then there are certain regulatory mutations are there, the mutations which are in this regulatory area. So that is the most important area in this that gene. Okay, so it may just permanently activate or deactivate that gene. Okay. The last is the lethal mutations. So the mutation is, this mutation will just going to kill that organism. Okay, if it is just going to be lose the ability to synthesize a particular essential amino acid. Okay, अगर वही lost होगी, so ultimately that organism or bacteria will die of hunger. The last is the conditional mutations, which are just occurring at a particular environmental condition, like that of the higher temperature, or maybe higher salt condition. Okay, or maybe the higher this lower temperature. Okay, it can be anything. Okay. Here we have just taken that example, right? Now at the end, we will just going to discuss these some of the differences in this induced and spontaneous mutation. Okay, taken from this pedia.com, right? Then in tomorrow's lecture, we are going to see the spontaneous in detail and induced in detail. Okay, along with the some these kind of this comparison of these point mutation and other mutations. Okay, so let's see here induced mutation and the spontaneous mutation. Differentiation में क्या क्या है? Okay, this is produced by a treatment with a physical or chemical agent. As we have already seen, this is naturally occurring. Okay, and this is just the spontaneous occurring. Okay. This induced mutation is occurred due to the mutagen from the environment. यहाँ का जो mutagen है, it is coming from the environment. Here this mutagen, whatever the mutagen is there, it is just because of the natural reasons, right? Here what is the case? This is occurring due to the incorporation of the base analog or the base mispairing, okay, or the base damage also. Okay. Here this spontaneous mutation is occurring because of the errors in the DNA replication. Okay. Like this depurination, deamination. यहाँ पर कोई this effect है या फिर defect है, because of that this spontaneous mutation may have occurred. Okay. And this is going to be affecting particularly reverse genetics or the forward genetics. See this reverse genetics or forward genetics here जो concept है. Okay, I don't think that will just ask in our UPSC. Okay, but this is just the concept. What is happening in the reverse genetics is that whatever the phenotypes which you are right now you are saying, okay, वो phenotypes check करते हैं. Okay, that what are these effects on the phenotypes because of this gene change. Okay, in the reverse genetics. Okay, and forward genetics में क्या करते हैं? Here all these whatever these genes are there ना, okay, they are going to be, they just this genetic or genotype is studied for different type of phenotype. Okay, यहाँ पर phenotype most focus है, यहाँ पर genotype mostly focus है in this spontaneous mutation, in the forward genetics. ठीक, but as we have seen, ये reverse genetics or forward genetics का I don't think there is any relevance to us or to our syllabus. Okay, so we'll stop this lecture here. Okay, this lecture will already be available on the YouTube. Okay, all the lectures of this week will be available on the this YouTube for free. Okay, so in tomorrow lecture we'll see this spontaneous and induced and along with some differentiation. Okay, so with this we'll stop here. We'll meet in the next lecture. Till then, good night. Bye bye.